Everybody, Chief Meteorologist Tim Buckley with you on what's been a pretty busy Tuesday for rainfall, at least across our Triad area. We've seen our fair share of scattered downpours through the last couple of hours in the afternoon, and going into this evening, I think we'll still be tracking radar at least a little bit around the area. So thanks for being with us here. Whatever you saw today, you could see something different for tomorrow. So let's get right to it now. We're taking a look at your live radar picture around the area, but first off, let's take a look at downtown Greensboro, which kind of has a little bit of a moody sky. We're seeing some flatter clouds than before. Earlier, these were thunderstorms that moved through the area. Right now, kind of things have washed out a little bit and gotten quite a bit calmer. But as I said earlier today, it was a pretty interesting scene and a pretty busy one too. We had a lot of rain pushing through Guilford County and Greensboro. In fact, there was a big old shelf cloud moving through from time to time. This was right around 4 o'clock in our area. Dark clouds did bring some heavy rainfall earlier. So what I'm going to show you the latest live radar right now, but actually let's walk this back over the last 6 hours. You'll see who's gotten hit and who's gotten missed throughout the day today. So it's been a little busy. It was quiet around lunchtime, and then afternoon things clustered up and we got some pretty good rain showers. Right now, though, a lot of them have started to really calm down. If you look at Guilford County in particular, I was just chatting with the Greensboro Grasshoppers. They were wondering if they could play. Yeah, you can, because it's dry right now, and we're seeing a lot of this kind of going away from us. So just some scattered rain across northern Guilford County, parts of Forsyth County as well. None of this is all that impressive. And a lot of times what we see in the atmosphere is when you do have a lot of downpours or a lot of thunderstorms or something like that on a hot and humid day, the atmosphere kind of gets worked over. That heat and humidity that act as storm fuel, a lot of it gets gobbled up. And so you don't often have multiple rounds of reforming storms over the same area. So it makes sense that what we're seeing now is that we're kind of calming. After the big storms earlier, now it's getting a little bit calmer across Guilford, Forsyth, and Alamance too. You kind of got missed earlier, but even so, you're not seeing much of anything else reforming. One area of rain we'll be watching will be down south here near Baden Lake as that gets a little bit closer to us. I'm not thinking all that much will be headed our way, but it's worth watching. Here's what I'll watch for the rest of the afternoon and evening hours. A lot of downpours here from Boone to Wilkesboro, down through Hickory, closer to Charlotte as well. These are some impressive thunderstorms, and so if you're in Wilkes County tonight, you're getting ready for another round of heavy rainfall. And like I said, this is just, it's hit or miss, but boy, can these showers put down a lot of rain. We have summertime humidity right now, and when you do that, you're really able to push a lot of this rain out of the clouds and onto the ground. Estimates 1, 2, 3 inches of rain across the Guilford County area earlier. I want to clear that up. This is rainfall over the last 5 days. So if we look across all the Carolinas, rainfall since Thursday, which I guess now this is closing in on 5 to 6 days, it really varies. The big bullseyes of rainfall have been in South Carolina, where they've picked up just an enormous amount of rain, something like 10 inches or more down that way. But here locally, there's a lot of variation too. So there's been a lot of gaps in the action, and Alamance County, Orange County, areas like that have seen basically very little rainfall since Thursday, well less than a half an inch of rain. So where you live matters a lot. And we remember last night, there was some super heavy rainfall up here from Stokes to Surrey counties. And then today we had another heavy band that set up in Guilford, giving us finally, I say finally because it's been forever and a day, we got over an inch of rain in Greensboro. Something that isn't usually that hard to do. We haven't done it since February. And it's also our wettest day since September 8th. We got 1.7 inches of rain only in 2 hours. Very impressive. For the whole month, we doubled our rainfall in just 2 hours, and that's impressive. So where do we go from here? Well, I'll tell you, I do not trust the computer models. They are not good at estimating hour-by-hour summertime storms. But having said that, they do keep a chance of scattered downpours in our area through the rest of this evening, and then we'll be trying our luck again going into tomorrow. So I'll show you another opinion here. I don't think it's super busy tonight. Mostly for the foothills, we'll see some of that action, maybe not all that much more in the Triad. For tomorrow, the afternoon, we'll watch the radar again from about 2 p.m. to 8 p.m., That's when some of those scattered showers will be popping up again. And then going into next week, There's your cold front. Sorry, not next week. The day after that. Thursday. Here's your cold front on Thursday. Right there in the middle of the day. You see how the wind is pushing in out of the north at that point? Our humidity is going to drop. That humidity will fall a little bit. You'll get some cooler feel air for Friday and toward the end of the week. And then we'll be watching the weekend. I do expect that once that cold front blows on by, there will be at least one more rain chance going into the weekend, primarily on Saturday. So right now, models are really uncertain on whether or not this rain will develop on Saturday. But there's at least a chance of it. So we're dry on Friday, and then Saturday, a little wave of low pressure could kick off some showers in our area. If so, you could have a bit of a soggy start to the weekend, but Sunday's going to be dry. Monday should be as well. This would mostly be about a one-day rain chance. And remember, it's good that we are getting some rain now, but we really need some more badly. And so we'd like to keep this going if we're able to. Even so, impressive to say the least that we've been able to get 6 days in a row now of measurable rain. 6 days of measurable rain in a row. That's pretty impressive. Not super easy to do any time of year, let alone when you're in the middle of an extreme drought. So we're happy to do it. Here's my 7-day forecast for you. I do still have a storm chance in there for tomorrow afternoon. Thursday, same thing, but it's a really small chance with that cold front. And then going into Friday, I'm pretty comfortable saying that it is going to be a dry day of weather. Saturday, it's a low confidence forecast right now. We'll be keeping an eye on how the trends are for that rainfall. Does it miss us to the south, or does it come in and get us a little bit more closely here in the Triad area? Either way, Sunday looks to be a cool one and a dry one. That's your 7-day forecast. We're coming right back with a lot more about your Triad weather right after this.